All right, guys, we are getting out to discover Eagle, Idaho, and why this place has so many great things going for it. I'm gonna tell you, there's actually one thing that's not going for this place, and it might be around this region here. We're gonna discover all there is with pros and cons of living in Eagle, Idaho, so let's go. Okay, we are here at Eagle Island. It is one of the nice tucked-in spots in Eagle. We're gonna dive into the great outdoors of Eagle, Idaho, all there is to offer, what's here, what's not, the pros, the cons. This is Eagle, Idaho's great outdoors. Eagle Island State Park is sweet. In the summertime, you can see this is buoyed area where you can actually be swimming. There's paddle boarders out behind that. So there's the water activities. In the winter, there's a sledding hill here that's awesome. There's also a zip line, there's play areas, there's grass. This place is awesome to be at. It's awesome because we're only like a mile away from where I used to live in Eagle. Remember, lived here for 8 years. So this is a great place, great location. You feel like you're out in the middle of nature, because you are, but you feel like there's not even a city close and you're only like a mile away from anything that's in a store, even a half mile. So pretty cool. Other things Eagle has to offer, Heritage Park, there's Friendship Park, there's Elmwood Park, there's Gerber Park where you'll see some good pavilion areas and some great areas for city soccer games and things like that. The Boise River, the Greenbelt, Banbury Golf Course is pretty sweet. Shadow Valley Golf Course is also a good one. Eagle Hills Golf Course, Eagle Bike Park where I would go and hit the hills up. This is actually a sweet spot. When I say the pros of Eagle are the outdoor activities, it's what's here and offered in Eagle. The foliage that you see in the fall, the quiet, quintessential, this is just an awesome Idaho town, and the prices reflect that. We're gonna talk about housing prices later, but you get so much to be in Eagle. It's the town of the Boise Valley, but you get so much, and the outdoor activities is just a sliver of that. Despite where I'm standing, this is the beach of Eagle Island State Park. There is no real beach in Idaho. That's one of the disadvantages. I know a lot of people coming from California tell me nothing better than being at the beach and the snow ski hill on the same day. We don't have that. In fact, if you want to go to a ski hill, we're about 45 minutes away from here, maybe 50. Payette River is another 45 minutes from here. You've got Stanley, which is 2.5 hours from here. You've got Bruno Sand Dune. You got Black Canyon to the north, about 40 minutes. You've got Lake Lowell, about 45 minutes. So 3 opportunities to boat in the nearby vicinity. You've got Lucky Peak. You've got Spring Shores. You've got the chute that comes off the Lucky Peak Dam. That's a good spot to paddleboard. You can also go up to McCall, a couple hours away, outdoor hub of a lot. Comes to water sports, whether it's fishing, boating, hiking, paddleboarding, all those things do great up there. One of our favorite things is on the inlet of Payette Lake is a spot you can paddleboard. Absolutely fantastic. I've seen moose, I've seen fish like yay big because the waters are crystal clear and they're like 20 feet deep. Dead serious, it's an awesome little spot. We have Shoshone Falls in Twin Falls, Idaho. That's a couple hours away. We have Mesa Falls, that's eastern Idaho. A lot of those big attractions aren't necessarily here, but I call it a con, and that is because you're traveling an hour or two, but honestly, where are you not traveling an hour or two to get some of the greatest places on earth? And we're only an hour or two as opposed to, 10 hours away. And there's a couple things in North Idaho that are that far, Hiawatha Trail to mention one, but for the most part, it's a con only because it's not out your back door, but there's so much that Idaho offers. Breaking away real quick from the pros and cons, and we have more coming for you. Guys, as a reminder, my name is Brian Hymas, born and raised here in the Boise Valley. Been doing real estate for the last 7 years. Last lived in Eagle a year ago, lived there for 7 or 8 years as well. Now I'm out in Middleton, but I love all things Boise. I love all things real estate. If you're thinking about moving to Boise in the next 9 days or 9 months, give me a call, give me a text, 208-213-2092, or email brian@brianhymas.com, and we will connect and get you set up on the Buying in Boise Blueprint. There's no better method than getting a home, not overpaying, not buying a lemon, and not missing out on any homes. I promise you it's the tried and true blueprint of buying in Boise, and you're gonna need it. One of the biggest things you'll want to factor in when moving to Eagle and deciding if it's for you is the pros and the cons, whether it's the HOAs or the pricing. So we're gonna dive into that. One of the cool things about the HOAs in the Boise area, in this case particularly Eagle, is that you have free water rights with that HOA. You'll have the parks, you'll have the amenities. We're coming up on a pool up here. This neighborhood, for example, has a golf course. This is Legacy out here in Eagle. You'll have, pickleball, tennis, all that type of stuff is included in your HOA fees. This neighborhood runs about a couple $1,000s a year. Other neighborhoods, you'll see some as low as, $300, $400, $500. And some neighborhoods you'll see like $800 a year. There's one just across the street here over on Linder. that costs about $800 a year, and it only gives you a small park and water rights. So it's kind of a big deal, the water rights, because that allows you to water your lawn year-round, and that is a nice little perk. Some of you come from an area where you're paying to water your lawn, and then your lawn dies because it costs so much money, the upkeep, all that type of stuff. So all the outside water is irrigation water, comes through the canals, and that is included in your HOAs. When we talk about the cons, it might be the Eagle's pricing. Eagle is known for its beautiful homes. It's got acreages, it's got nice homes. Lowest home sell in Eagle was about $350,000 in the last year. We've also seen a house sell for 6.4. Median price in Eagle is around $850,000. You can see the exact numbers on your screen. But that gives you an idea of Eagle. When you compare that to other cities, let's get into those. If we moved to North Meridian very close, the median price there is $505,000, lowest price around $225,000 with the highest price about $4.75. Star next door to the west, median price is $532,000, so it's a bit more than North Meridian, but again, way lower than Eagle, that's the point. And then the lowest price in Star was $215,000. Highest price in Star was $6.2. That's a home, I actually did a tour on that home. Super, super nice home on 17 acres. And then if you move over to Middleton to show the prices there, we went at $505,000. That's the same median price as North Meridian, but again, significantly lower than Eagle. Lowest price at $205,000, and the highest price in Middleton was $4.75 million. When it comes to proximity and location for Eagle, Idaho, do you think that's a pro or a con? I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I think a lot of it is pro. Hospitals, you've got St. Al's and St. Luke's in Eagle. Not the largest of the two hospitals in the valley, but those are good-sized hospitals here in Eagle. Shopping, not too far away. None of them are centric to like a Target or a Costco or anything like that, but really just a hop, skip, and a jump away to North Meridian. You're gonna be at those major stores. When it comes to restaurants, there's quite a few to choose from. Bardenay, Rib Shack, Bodacious Pig, a couple Mexican joints. There's Coins, Crave, both higher end, awesome places on the river. When it comes to schools, all the schools are here. So there's a lot of things to choose from when it comes to proximity. Also, the airport's only 20 minutes away from Eagle, not bad. When it comes to the cons, I'd say freeway access is a huge thing for Eagle. It does take you about 20 minutes to get the freeway, and if you want to go to Boise, you basically take State Street. This is the old State Street, and you take it down to Boise, so it's stoplight after stoplight getting to downtown Boise. Those two things for Eagle's location are huge cons, in my opinion, but the city itself is nestled with a ton nearby, a self-contained city, and it's absolutely beautiful. Pros and cons of Eagle's local government. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, Eagle was one of the first here in Idaho to make itself a Second Amendment sanctuary city. We see that as a pro. If you don't see that as a pro, you may not fit in as much, but that's fine, hey, come as you may. But I'm gonna tell you, if you think that's a pro, this is the place for you. Also, a responsive small government, city council, mayor, all that type of stuff. This is a community that works together. If we talk about the cons to local government of Eagle, we would talk about the infrastructure. Keeping up with growth is hard, it's not easy, it's a challenge they're up to the task for, but keep in mind the roads and safety and police and all that type of stuff. That requires forethought, that requires the right budget, especially when we don't just throw a ton of taxes at things. We're a low tax type of community. And so the infrastructure, if there is a con, you would say it's that. You don't really notice it, but you know the fight is real on that issue. Okay, so if you like the pros and cons of Eagle, the next video you're gonna watch is the top 10 things to know before moving to Eagle, Idaho. That video is gonna rock your socks off. It's also filmed here in Eagle, and you're gonna learn about schools, community, jobs, crime, housing prices, the whole 9 yards, or should I say 10 yards for the top 10 things. You're gonna love it. Go watch it now. Top 10 things to know about Eagle before moving there. Actually, what's that say? Grab. No, that's it. I didn't need that. Okay.